Hey everybody, I'm the Gulf Coast Granny. Welcome back to my kitchen. Today, we're making goat cheese croquettes, and we're going to add a little bit of magic to them. Some people are a little funny about goat cheese. It has a very strong taste, but what we're going to do is cut that a little bit with some cream cheese. I've got 4 ounces of goat cheese, and I also have 4 ounces of cream cheese. Ooh. And they're both softened by sitting out on the counter for a bit. Now before we get too into this, I'd really like to ask everybody to please subscribe to my channel. We are 3 subscribers away from our giveaway, and I'm getting really excited. So, we are going to smash all of this together and blend it as good as we can. The best way to do it is kind of smash it all up against the sides of your container. I probably should have grabbed a more shallow container to do this, but I didn't. There. You know what? Speaking of giveaway, I think I'm going to use my spatula to do this job. Okay, that's better. What we're trying to do is incorporate the cheese, the goat cheese, with the cream cheese and get it as balanced as humanly possible. And I think we're there. Now, what we're going to do is the magic. We're going to add 1/4 cup of walnuts and 1/4 cup of cranberries. You don't have to use walnuts. If you like another type of nut, go for it. I have also done this with spinach and garlic. I've done it with bacon. But since it's the week of Thanksgiving, I decided to cranberry it up a little bit. You know, as a rule, I don't care for goat cheese plain, you know, just out of the package. But I'm going to tell you what, I went to a restaurant over in Pass Christian recently, and it's called Hook. If anybody ever wants to go visit it, please do. They're wonderful. The service is great, and it's one of my favorite places to go. Me and Poppy have a lunch date every Friday when the kids are in school, and we love to go there. They have a salad. It's chicken salad, just your pedestrian type of chicken salad. Lettuce, tomatoes, a little bit of fruit, I forget what kind, grapes I believe. But they top it with a goat cheese croquette that's about this big around. And it's plain. It's just the cream cheese and the goat cheese. But it makes that salad. Well, I asked them how they did it one time, and they told me. So I came home and experimented and made my own. And I served it that night with a panko encrusted chicken that I have pan fried on the stove. And it was fantastic, and the whole family loved it, even the picky ones. Murphy, that don't like to eat anything. Then I started experimenting some more and came up with all these different variations that I want to show y'all now. Well, one of which I'm showing y'all today. Now, what we're going to do with this is stick it in the freezer for about 10 minutes and let it get good and firm. And now what we're going to do is go look at my new sofa. And there it is. Y'all, it was delivered on Tuesday. I absolutely love it. It's wonderful to nap on. It is comfortable to sit on. It doesn't look like it's comfortable when you're looking at it straight on. But I'm going to tell you what, that cushion there is really thick. It's velvet. The seat is tufted. And it has really thick cushions on the back that stay in place like nobody's business. Poppy hung my mirror for me the day it came in. And that's going to be the beginning of making my living room look like grown people live in it. All of my early attic, I think, is about over with. I'm planning to buy the matching chair and put it over here where this shelf is. And then put some tables back there in that corner. Some nicer tables, because that white cabinet is just a cabinet that I put the children's school supplies in. This chair here will move over here to this corner. And of course, that's the teenager's piano. And the TV. So it's not a very big living room, but it sure fits that little apartment-sized sofa really well. And I couldn't be happier with it. I've just pulled our goat cheese and cream cheese mixture out of the freezer. It's gotten mostly solid. Not frozen solid, but I mean, it's firm. I've got a small bowl of flour here with a little bit of salt in it. I've got an egg with a little bit of water in it, beat up here. And I've got panko breadcrumbs in this bowl. And now we're just going to portion these out. I'm using a tiny little spoon that actually used to be my daughter's tea set spoon, but I've kept it all these years. And I'm going to put that in there and roll it around in that flour. And now I'm going to smash it a little bit and roll it. We're going to put it in the egg wash, and then we're going to dip it in the breadcrumbs. Make sure it gets good and coated. We're going to do that again until we have quite a few of them ready to put in that skillet. Now this is a messy job, but the payoff is so worth it. Right now what I'm doing would basically be an hors d'oeuvre, appetizer, something like that for a crowd, you know, at Thanksgiving or any other time of the year when you want a little extra smooth and creamy, cheesy yumminess. These are not good reheated, so only make as much as you're going to eat hot right off the stove. How many do I have here? 2, 4, 6, 8. I'm going to do these 8. This also freezes very well, so if you have some left over like I do, just wrap it up in some plastic wrap, put it in a Ziploc freezer bag, and stick it in your freezer to use the next time. I wouldn't keep it any more than a couple of weeks in the freezer, but, you know. Or you could actually also cut the recipe in half. In go these croquettes. And we're just going to let them fry for about 2 or 3 minutes until they're golden brown. You have to be gentle with them because they will explode, you know. They'll start to leak into the hot oil if you're not careful. You know, I bet you, I have never done this before, but I bet you could use a deep fryer and it would come out just as well, if not better. Oh, I wanted to let y'all know I do use seasoned breadcrumbs when I do this. Not just the plain ones. And they are panko breadcrumbs. Now I'm going to get a paper towel and put it on a plate and we can scoop them out of here. the actual prep work takes longer than cooking these things. The thing that takes the longest is chopping up your additives and the time in the freezer to get them firm. Yes, dear.
Do you know how my red sunglasses are?
No, I don't.
Have you seen them at all?
Mm-mm.
Bro. Can I have one?
Yes, you can have one. Go ahead, taste it. You're gonna love it. And Violet just tasted one and thought it was delicious. So, here's your croquettes. They're wonderful little bites of cheesy goodness, and I can't wait to taste one. They're very hot right now. Shut up. They're so good. I will say this. They are very rich. And as much as you might want to eat a dozen of them, I don't think it's quite possible. I know I can only eat one or two at a time. Anyhow, please try them. And leave me a comment below and let me know how it turned out for you. I love hearing from all of you. I haven't been getting very many comments lately. So I'd really like to know if you try any of my recipes, if you think it's a good idea. Tell me if you think I'm doing something terrible. So anyhow, y'all have a great evening, and I'll see you again real soon. All right?